Good morning, aloha, welcome. This is Evan with Live Yoga Channel. There's Terra. We're here in the living room. It's Thanksgiving. We're so happy to be here with you. Roll out your mat, come out and join us. So as you find a comfortable seated position like us, cross-leg or some way that's comfortable for you to find a long spine, relax shoulders. We're going to soften the gaze, close the eyes, and we're going to go on a journey with the breath for the next hour or so. So see if you can find your breath, encounter your breath, perhaps for the first time on this Thanksgiving day, expressing some appreciation for this beautiful breath, bringing us into the present moment. And we'll start this morning's practice with a round of Kapalabhati. This is skull shining. Forceful exhalations through the nostrils, passive inhalation to follow. We can go together at my rhythm. Let's begin. You can inhale and exhale, 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 exhale. Continue. Exhale, 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 all the breath. Inhale, half lung of air. Swallow and hold the breath in. Pull the shoulders to the ears. Lift the perineum, drop the chin, holding breath in. This is Kumbha breath retention. Gazing into the center of the mind stuff. Slowly release the breath. Slowly release the holds. We'll do a second round of Kumbha, breath retentions. Once again, inhale. Hold the breath in. Chin to chest, shoulders to ears, no breath in. Slowly release the breath. Slowly release the holds. And we'll move the prana into the eyes. Yoga for the eyes. Moving only the chin. Moving only the eyes. Keep the chin parallel. You can inhale. On the exhaling breath, look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, center. Another inhale. On the exhaling breath, look far right, look far left, look far right, look far left, look far right, look far left, center. Another inhale. On the exhaling breath, look down, look far right, look up, far left, look down, center. Inhale, look down, far left, look up, far right, look down, center. Instead of stretching the eyes, we'll focus the eyes. Right hand comes up, eye height. Not too high, not too low. All the focus to the fingertip without blinking. Slowly bend the elbow. Tratakam. Taking your time, slowly extending the finger back out in front. Gaze beyond momentarily. Once again, focus on the finger. Slowly bringing it to the nose. And slowly extending without blinking. Gazing beyond. One last time. Focus is on the finger without blinking. Slowly to the nose. And slowly back up. Release the hands, palms together. Bring some prana, energy, friction into the hands. Rubbing the hands as fast as you can. And then slowly, right palm to right eye, left palm to left eye. No light coming in. Palming of the eyes. Let's slow down that breath. Healing energy coming to the rods and the cones of your retinas. Release the hands, interlace the fingers, press the palms away Arms come all the way up, sit bones are down. Straightening the elbows in line or perhaps behind the ears, palms pressing all the way to the ceiling. Once again, let's slow down the breath. We'll try Ujjayi, the ocean breath. Sound of the ocean. Air passes the epiglottis in the back of the throat. Release the hands. Back of the right hand touches the back of the left. Turn the palms and fingers down. Interlace your fingers. Roll the palms in, up, and over to your degree of flexibility. This is yoga. Fingers, palms, wrists, elbows, all the way up into your shoulders. And release. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So left into right, and then palms in and over. Keep that smile on the face, stretching all the way up into your shoulders. And release. Extend the legs out in front. Backs of the calves and heels on the mat, toes pointing up. Dandasana, this is stick pose. Sit bones are down. You can move the fleshy part. You can claw or palm the fingers right in line with your hips or perhaps behind, but keep a long spine, heart lifted. Squeezing the toes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze and release. Right leg comes over the left now. Just like we did with the fingers, we're going to do with the toes. Interlacing the toes. Yoga for the toes. Maybe one toe would be amazing. Some of us on the journey to the second, third, perhaps the fourth and big toe. Squeezing the toes when you're ready. Stretching all the way up into the hips with this. Sciatic nerve. Squeeze the toes. And release. Same thing on the other side. Left over right. And you'll notice it's different from day to day. And it's different on the left and the right. So one toe, amazing. Interlaced. See if you can get one in there. Maybe a second toe, third toe. Perhaps you're squeezing all 5 toes. Squeeze the toes now. Yoga for the toes. And release. We'll bring it into our ankles now. Extending ankles for 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold. Clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bringing the yoga into our knees. Lift the chest. Grab opposite elbows. Rotate for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switching legs now. Grabbing elbows. Lift the chest. Rotate for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Come to the front of the mat. Right heel comes into the perineum. Left leg comes back. It's a big stretch into the quad here, large muscle group. Let's take our time. Slowly bring the weight back into the hips and start to walk the hands back. If you have the privilege, you can start to come back maybe onto one elbow and the other. Perhaps staying right where you're at. Keep that smile on the face. Keep listening to the breath. The breath is the guide on the journey. Slowly, the back of the head perhaps comes down towards the floor. Maybe if you have the privilege, the entire spine lays flat. Front knee stays down. Left hip is down. Grab on opposite elbows. Again, if you have that privilege with a long spine, slowing down your breath, please. Bring the elbows back in contact with the earth. Inhale. And exhale. We'll come up and switch. Do the same thing on the other side. Again, noticing perhaps the difference between the left and the right side. Left heel is in. Right leg is back. And move the fleshy part of the calf. Keep that front knee down. Keep the hips down. Perhaps to your elbows. Perhaps all the way to the back of the head. Maybe laying the spine all the way flat with the arms extended overhead. You can grab opposite elbows. And again, the breath is our guide, slowing down our breath. Grateful, grateful for our breath. Elbows to the earth. Inhale, exhale. come all the way up to the front of our mats in preparation for Surya Namaskar. This is a salutation to the sun. Feet are together, hands down at your sides. Lift your heart and let's close the eyes momentarily, visualizing a beautiful sunset we've seen recently, perhaps in the past. See the saffron glow going down on the horizon. Beautiful sun. The sun is center of our solar system, brings life force energy into our bodies, to the bodies of all living things. Expressing gratitude for this amazing, amazing sun for bringing life to us. Moving together, 12 poses. Allow the eyes to come open. Take an inhale. On the exhale, hands to heart level. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Keep the feet down. Keep reaching up, lifting up, looking up. And on an exhaling breath, hinge and fold from your hips. This is the first stretch. Bend the knees if you need to. Place the hands in line with the toes. Weight of the head comes to hang heavy. Backs of the knees begin to press back towards the back wall. Tailbone lifting, lengthening the vertebrae in your spine, letting gravity go to work on the spine. And key to this pose is our breath. See if you can slow down the breath. Let's press to the feet and lift your tailbone. Bend the knees. The left leg's coming back. Left knee down. Ashwashanshalanasana. Lift the chest. Pull the arms back. Front knee in line with front foot. You can soften those front toes. Put a smile on the face. Back knee is down. Back foot pressing to the earth. Keep lifting the chest. You can lift your gaze towards the ceiling as you squeeze the shoulder blades. Place the hands in front. Turn the top toes. Walk the right foot back for Parvokanasana. This is mountain pose. Hands and feet shoulder distance apart, pressing palms and fingers. Roll the inner elbows towards one another. Drop the chin to your chest. Make some space between the shoulder blades. Lengthening the muscles of your rib cage, the intercostalis, as the tailbone lifts towards the sky. You can engage Uddiyana Bandha, the belly button going to lift up towards the heavens. You may notice one knee wants to press back more than the other. See if you can press both knees back evenly. You may notice one heel wants to press down more than the other. See if you can press both heels down evenly. If you have the privilege of pressing your heels to the earth, you can lift your toes off the mat. Parvokanasana, mountain pose. The end of your next exhaling breath, without any breath, drop the knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Heart right between the thumbs. Fingertips come up like a claw. Elbows to the ceiling. Lengthen your chin. 2 feet, 2 knees, chest, chin, and 2 hands all on the earth. Ashtanga Namaskar. Butt is up slightly. Chin is extending in front. Elbows pointing to the sky. On an inhaling breath, point the toes, press the hips. You can go to Cobra. Or if you'd like, get a neck or a back injury and keep the elbows in line with the shoulders for Sphinx pose. Once again, point the toes, press the hips down, lift the chest, gaze is forward and eventually up. And press the palms to the earth. Keep breathing. Now, exhaling breath, chin comes to chest, fingertips in line with the shoulders, tailbone and buttocks once again up to the sky for mountain pose. Continuing to breathe. Do a round of yoga for the organs. Take an inhalation deeply. On the exhale, let all the breath go. No breath in, opening the mouth. Belly button goes up and down without any breath. Up, down with the belly. Yoga for the organs. So release that. Take an inhalation. Exhale, relax the breath. Left foot forward, right knee down. Ashwasana Shalanasana on the other side. Lift the chest, peel the arms back. Lift your gaze. Soften your front toes, smile on the face, and notice. Perhaps you can go a little deeper on this side. Body starting to warm up. Go with your breath without any stress or strain into the breath. Place the hands with the front foot. Exhaling breath, right leg comes to meet, back to the legs here. Pressing evenly back, tailbone lifts. Take the belly button down the front side of the thighs as the forehead goes in the direction of the shins. If you have the privilege to press your palms to the earth, you may. Perhaps beginning to bend the elbows and pulling the body forward. Body starting to warm up, moving through the blockages and grankies in the body. Press to the feet, palms together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands heart level. Release the palms to the sides. We'll do the same thing on the other side, moving together with the breath. Take an inhale. Exhaling breath, hands heart level. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Right leg back, right knee down. Inhale, lift the chest. Place the hands, left leg back. Exhaling breath, tailbone to the sky. No breath, knees, chest, and chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale. Bhujangasana. Now press the hands, lift the heart. Cobra position. Exhale, turn the tops of the toes. Mountain pose. Right leg forward, left knee down, lift the chest, look up. Place the hands, exhaling breath, left leg together. Release the head and inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands, heart level, release the palms. Once again, let's close our eyes. Visualizing now the other celestial body in our atmosphere, the moon, Chandra. Beautiful full moon developing over this Thanksgiving weekend. Grateful for the moon, its effect on the tides of the oceans and streams. Similarly, there's a human aquarium within us. Plasma and blood and fluids and waters in our brain and our bodies. Bodies made up of primarily water. Therefore, the moon having a tremendous effect on our bodies and our minds. Mind particularly, you allow the connection to the moon, this deep awareness of the moon, to begin to make the mind our best friend, learning to control the impulses of the mind, allowing the mind to become steady and calm. Chandra Namaskar, allow eyes to open, changing only 4th and 9th postures. Take an inhale, exhaling breath, hands heart level. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. Bend the knees, left leg back, left knee down. Hands now heart level, arms overhead on an inhalation. This is crescent moon. Lunge into your hips. Lift those arms up. Again, soften those front toes, keep a smile on the face. Going to your degree of flexibility, continuing to listening to the sound of our breath. Place the hands in front, turn the top toes of the back foot, right leg comes back, coming to meet now in Parvokonasana, hands and feet, shoulder distance apart once again. Uddiyana Bandha, belly button lifts to the heavens. Long spine. Chin dropping to the chest. Backs of the knees pressing evenly. Heels pressing down. Perhaps lifting the toes up off the mat. Ashtanga Namaskar, 2 feet, 2 knees, chest and chin come down, elbows up. And inhale, cobra position. Exhale, mountain pose. Left foot forward, right knee down, hands heart level, inhale, arms coming all the way up and overhead. So we're lunging now on the other side. Listen to your body, listen to your breath. Press that back foot to the earth. Keep the front knee moving towards the midline. You can soften the toes. Lunge to the hips, keep looking up, reaching up with the arms. Place the hands. Exhaling breath, right leg forward, back to the legs are long once again. Let's take a breath in the forward fold. Pressing the palms, perhaps bending the elbows. Palms together, inhale. Rise up, exhale, hands, heart level, release the palms. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Chandra Namaskar, take an inhalation. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Right leg back, right knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Place the hands. Left leg back, mountain pose. Knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Elbows in and up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, mountain. Right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Place the hands, left leg forward, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands, heart level. Release the palms. Let's close the eyes now and allow yourself to feel the beating heart. Notice the auricles and ventricles of the heart are pumping. And feel the capillaries in the fingers and toes and the skull are all vibrating. Grateful for this amazing flow of prana. You can notice the internal landscape of our bodies have already begun to transform. So allow eyes to come open, hands come to heart level. First posture of the day, chair pose. Take the arms all the way up on an inhale. You can gaze up, your chin's parallel, look up, take an inhale, and on the exhaling breath, sit your butt down. Natural curve in the low back, knees are together, feet are together, elbows are straight, fingertips reach. Once again, keep looking up. Sit down a little further, perhaps if you've got it in your practice, you can lift the toes up off the mat. Uttanasana, this is chair position. Keep breathing, build an inner heat, tapas inside the body. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll do Dvikasana, double angle pose. Interlace the fingers, keep the palms pressing out and away. Squeeze the shoulder blades, take an inhale, and on an exhale, hinge and fold your body forward. To your degree of flexibility here, we've been through the folds already, so the weight of the head can start to come in the direction of the shins as the arms reach up towards the heavens. Pressing evenly to the backs of the knees, lifting tailbone. Chest presses down towards the knees as the arms lift up towards the sky. Hands come back to the low back. Inhale, roll the spine all the way up. Exhale, let's bring hands to heart level. For twisted chair position, feet are together once again. Take an inhalation. On the exhale, sit the butt down, left elbow over to the edge of the right knee. You're going to hook it around the thigh. Beautiful. Keep the hands in prayer position. Keep the butt down, belly button coming across. Head and neck turn towards side wall, perhaps towards the ceiling. If you've got it in your practice, you can look down, place the left hand Right hand comes to the ceiling, opening up for a variation of the twisted chairs, like a fly, lift the chest. Want to go to your bind, you may. Looking up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, and release. Hands come back to heart level. Giving the internal organs a bath. We're going to bathe our liver here. Take an inhale, twisted chair on the other side. Exhale, sit down. Right elbow comes across, hooks around the edge of that thigh. For many, this is the pose, so stay right there. See if you can keep the knees together. Keep smile on the face, keep breathing. If you'd like, you can look down. Keep the hook. Right hand in contact with the earth, left hand come towards the sky. Belly button coming down and across the thighs. Opposite hand reaches to the ceiling for 3. And try your bind if you'd like. 2 and 1. Release. Hands back to heart level. Release the palms. We've done our chairs. Let's do the table. Let's set the Thanksgiving table right here. If chairs are out, here comes the table. Arms coming all the way up overhead. Deep inhalation, and on the exhaling breath, hinge and fold. So chest is going to be parallel to the earth here. Arms are reaching out in front. Soften the toes, and the weight slightly out of the heels. Lengthening the sit bones, so from the tailbone all the way up through the fingertips, line of energy. You can gaze down about 4 feet in front of you with a flat back, and the belly is taut, is up. Keep breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We do balance pose, hands come to heart level, bend the knees. And bend both knees, energy into the left leg. Right leg's going to lift up and back. Press the heel. Bring the right thigh parallel to the earth. If you don't have a neck or a back injury, you can extend the arms out in front. Keep looking down, about 4 feet in front. Line of energy now from the rear heel out through the fingertips. Keep breathing in the balance. It's okay if you wobble. It's okay if you gobble. That was my Thanksgiving joke. It's okay if you fall. Go with it. Keep breathing. And let's go. Hands back to heart level. We're going to bring that leg all the way up and through. Leg comes parallel to the earth. Now we can smile at the shake in the leg. Keep lifting that leg for 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll bring that right inner foot to the inner thigh. The left leg can use your hand. If you need, press, press, press. If you can't make it to the thigh, drop it down to the calf. If you can't make it there, go to the earth. We're doing Vrikshasana. This is tree position. Otherwise, cement the foot connection. Press it into the inner thigh. Invite that knee back. Open the hip. Hands are heart level. Or, as Terra is demonstrating, up and overhead. Turning into a forest here in Manoa, growing our trees root down into that standing left leg. Keep reaching up through the fingertips, branching out. Stay open in the right hip. Gaze can be forward. You can shift your gaze to test your balance. And slowly, let's go, hands back to heart level. Release. Shake it out. Yoga pokey if you need. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Hands are heart level. Balance pose. Pendulum the body forward. Energy into the right leg. Left leg lifts. Comes parallel to the earth. Perfectly okay if we're wobbling here. Find your balance wherever it is this morning or this afternoon. Gaze is down about 4 feet in front. If you've got it in your practice, extend those arms. Press the rear heel. Keep reaching out. Straight elbows, line of energy from fingers out through rear heel. Balance pose. Hands heart level. Left leg comes up and through. Perhaps parallel to the earth. If not, keep lifting. Smile at the shake in the hip. For 3, 2, 1. We'll go to tree pose. You know the journey, you know your journey. We're on the other side now. Press the bent leg foot into the standing leg. Keep that left hip coming back, hands heart level. Grounding into the right foot. Left hip coming back, left knee coming back, opening the hips, arms come up overhead. Again, roots down into that standing leg. Growing tall in the spine, reaching up through the hands or keeping hands heart level. And slowly, let's everyone bring hands back. Release the hands, release the legs, shake it out. Come mat distance apart. Pinky toe edges of the feet are mat distance. We'll do swaying tree now. Right hand comes up to grab the left wrist. Left hip comes way out. Pull right hand to left wrist. Right shoulder slightly forward. Gazing up towards left armpit. Keep pulling. Side body stretch. And all the way back to center. Same thing other side. Left hand grabs the right. Shoot the hip out. Round off that side body. Left shoulder slightly forward. Gazing up towards the armpit chest of the right. Keep pulling for 3, 2, 1. And release. Feet 5 inches apart. Hip distance. Inhale and exhale. Let's fold ourselves forward in preparation for standing hand to feet. So that literally means bend your knees if you need. We're going to put our hands under our feet. If you can't make it, no problem. Put them back behind the calves. Keep the elbows in. It's a forward fold. Keep breathing. Body's starting to warm up here. You can bend the elbows, pull the body forward. You can press evenly into the backs of the knees as the forehead comes down towards the shins. Keep breathing here. If you have the privilege, you can place your feet all the way, your hands all the way underneath the feet, all the way up to the wrist. Perhaps just the fingers, maybe somewhere in between. Go to your degree of flexibility and breathe slowly, please. Slowly release. Peace fingers grab to the big toes. We're going to stretch the neck out here. So gaze comes forward. Lift the belly, lift the ribs, lift the chest, lift the head. Lift the neck, gaze towards the front of the room, perhaps the front lower corner, maybe the middle third of the room, maybe all the way up to the ceiling. Keep stretching, legs are straight back behind you, and slowly release. Place the hands to the earth, step back, Parbhokanasana. We're going into mountain pose. Just pressing evenly into hands and feet, both shoulder distance apart, fingertips are pressing, heels are pressing. Tailbone keeps lifting. Bend the right knee, press the left heel. And the left knee, press the right heel. Press both knees evenly back. The right leg down, we're going to lift the left leg. Keep the leg straight, moving towards the midline of the body. The right hand down, right elbow straight. Press the right heel to the earth. Keep lifting that left leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, left foot all the way forward in preparation for our warrior series. Outer edge of the back foot's going to turn in 10, 20, maybe 30 degrees. Right hip's pointing forward. Sink to the hips. Sink to the hips, maybe a little bit lower. Right shoulder, right rib cage coming around, hands come to heart level. So keep bringing that right side body forward as the arms come up and overhead. Soften your front toes. Keep a smile on the face. This is Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1 position. Breathing deeply, please, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make a little distance in that back foot. You can walk a little longer. Arms coming parallel here. Virabhadrasana 2. So keep sinking down. It's apan, downward motion in the hips. Lift in the chest. Arms can be parallel to the earth. Palms up or down. Gaze out at those front fingertips. This is Virabhadrasana 2 for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes to meet the left. Keep The body's shaping like a diagonal here, lifting the chest, straightening the elbows, lifting those arms. Gaze forward with a smile on the face, fearless warrior. For 3, 2, 1. Left hand to the earth, right hand to the sky. You can look down if you have any tension in the head or neck. Otherwise, turn the head and neck towards side wall and eventually up towards the ceiling. Stay strong in the feet. Lift the heart, drop the right hand to the low back. Keep lifting the heart up to the sky. For 3, 2, 1, and release back. Knee to the earth, hands to the earth. Take a breath. Heel toe, front foot. We're doing this. Kondinyasa arm balancing. Place the hands like a push-up. Bend the elbows. You got to hook that left knee into the inner left thigh. Hook the right elbow into the inner right thigh. Okay, moving slowly back, knees on the earth. Eventually you can straighten that back knee, point those back toes, keep the chin coming up, keep the toes coming up. Lift the toes, lift the nose, lift the toes. Keep lifting, give it a shot. A is for attempt. Arm balancing, and slowly come to meet in Balasana, child's pose. Buttocks to heels, forehead to the earth, palms turn to face up at our sides. Take a breath. Grateful for the lungs, 2 beautiful lungs. See if you can notice the lower lobes, the middle lobes, and the upper lobes of the lung. Ventilating, purifying, oxygenating the body. Grateful for these lungs. And notice again the beating of our heart. Boom, 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 boom. Sending fresh blood and prana out into the auricles and ventricles, the arteries and veins in the body. They're all pumping, sending blood naturally in and out. All the trillions of cells in the body. Grateful for the heart. Heartbeat governs the emotion of love. So as this blood circulates in our body, we can feel every cell in our body lighting up with this amazing life force energy. Grateful for the life force energy. Inhaling breath lets it rise up, and we'll, in the spirit of the yogis, balancing the right and left hemispheres, the masculines and the feminines, we're going to do the other side. So come to mountain pose. This time, solar side, the masculine side. Left heel is down, right leg's going to lift up. Straighten the left elbow, press the left heel to the earth. Keep lifting that right leg. Take an inhale. On the exhale, right foot comes forward. Body knows the journey now. We're going into warrior 1 position. Again, emphasis here on sinking the hips, soften those front toes so we've got a smile on the face. Hands to heart level, bring the left shoulder forward and the arms all the way up. Sink to the hips, apan, downward energy. Lift through your arms, pran. Got to keep the arms going up, up, up. So feel light in your legs, strong in your toes. Smile on the face. This is warrior 1 for 3, 2, 1. Let's open up. Make some distance in the back foot. Just keep the front foot steady if you can. Opening up the back foot now, arms to parallel. Activating the back side of the body without even needing to look back. You can just gaze forward. Stay strong in the back arm, strong in the back leg. Sink to the hips. Virabhadrasana 2, this is warrior 2 position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left arm forward. Again, body's in a diagonal here. Arms are reaching. Advaya. It means a fearless warrior. Keep lifting the heart, reaching the arms for 3, 2, 1. Right hand to the earth, left hand to the ceiling. Head and neck go to your degree of flexibility. Keep lifting that left arm. And then left arm to the low back for your bind, or otherwise just rest it to the low back. Strong in the legs, active in the toes. Keep the lift in your heart for 3, 2, 1, and release. Back, knees down, heel toe, heel toe. Kondinyasa, arm balancing here. Like everyone to give this an attempt. Push-up position with the hands. Keys to these poses is all about hooking the elbows into the hips. So see if we can get the right elbow hooked. Let's try and get the left elbow hooked. Right leg is up. Back knee comes up. Head comes up. Maybe the toes come up. Point the toes. Extend the legs. Breathing. A is for attempt. 3, 2, 1. And release. Come to meet in Balasana, child's pose. You can rest your forehead to the earth. If not, you can put a pillow down. Resting the brain. Let's give the nervous system a break. Grateful for this amazing neurological computer. We all have computers. We have the greatest computer that's ever been inside of our bodies. Amazing hemispheres, right and left hemispheres of our brain stem, spinal cord, the vertebrae, and the tailbone. Dynamic system of neurological energy. Grateful for the synapses and the impulses, the electrical energy coursing. Gives us the opportunity to have the intellect to hear my instructions today. I'm grateful for all the senses that come with the ability to smell and the ability to taste. We're going to taste a lot today. Smells and taste. Touch. Grateful for the touch, the skin, the amazing skin. So grateful for this dynamic system of energy within us, allowing for so much miraculous energy. Grateful for the nervous system and all of our senses. Inhale, rise up, come to meet with a flat back in. Once again, table position from the floor. Hands are in line with the shoulders, knees are hip distance apart. Toes are flat to the earth. You cat and cow, little spinal movement. Inhale, tuck the tail, drop the belly, lift the chest. Lift the chin, look up. Exhaling breath, chin to chest, round the spine, forehead comes in the direction of the pelvis. Keep pressing and rounding off at the back of the exhale. Inhale completely. Belly drops, lift the chest, look up. Exhale fully, chin to chest, round the spine, forehead to pelvis. Keep pressing. One more full round like that, please. Deep breaths here. Exhaling breath, round it out. Coming back to a flat back. You're going to keep the right hand down, lift the left arm like you're coming to shake my hand. The right leg's coming up and back. Parallel to the floor with the right thigh. Line of energy from the rear heel out through the front fingertips. Stay taut and strong. Elbow is straight, reach the fingertips. Belly button is strong, active belly. If you'd like, you can stay here. Otherwise, to the backward bend we go. Bend the knee. Left hand comes to reach, can look up over that left shoulder. It's okay if you wobble. It's okay if you fall. Keep looking up towards the left shoulder. Kick the foot to the hand. Keep lifting up for 3, 2, 1, and release. Reset. Same thing on the other side. Ground the left arm underneath the left shoulder. Right arm comes up. Left leg goes back. And get long here for a few breaths. Activate that front fingertip. Activate the elbow. Press the real heel. For 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee. Grab on. Inside or out will work. Look up over that right shoulder. Keep kicking the foot. Keep lifting the head. For 3, 2, 1. And release. And let's come a little bit back. We're going to start to walk ourselves back in preparation for some more arm balancing. You can come back, place the hands. I'm going to press the knees into the backs of the elbows here. Maybe all the way into the triceps. Gaze going to come slightly forward. Start to lift the buttocks up. Gaze comes down and slightly forward. Maybe lift one toe, perhaps the other. Gaze is forward. If you'd like, you can drop your head to the earth. If you've got your headstand practice in the middle of the room, please go for it now. Otherwise, everyone else, I'm going to give this crow position another chance. Once again, place the hands, press the knees, gaze forward slightly, lift the buttocks, lift one toe, perhaps the other, coming all the way up, and then slowly come on down. If you're in your headstand, you can stay up, otherwise come to meet in preparation for Sharvangasan. Tuck your shirt into your belly if you got a baggy shirt like me, and come to lay the spine flat to the earth. Elbows at our sides. Gonna roll all the way up. Hands to the low back. So we're in opposite directions, so you can see both sides of the pose here. You can see Terra's hands in the low back. It's perfectly okay if you're not straight up. We'll call it Ardha Sharvangasan, half shoulder stand. Gaze up towards the big toes. Elbows are in. No tension in the head and neck. Please keep your head in line with the rest of your spine. Gazing at the big toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the right leg up. Left leg's going to come all the way down and back. Perfectly okay if it doesn't meet the floor. Just keep reaching into the split for 3, 2, 1. Left leg comes up. Right leg goes down once again. Perfectly okay if it doesn't make it all the way to the ground. Just keep expressing the split here a little bit for 3, 2, 1. Both legs up. Take an inhale. On the exhaling breath, we'll do Halasana. This is plow position. Keep the hands on the low back, or if it's comfortable for you, you can interlace the fingers. Press them down towards the earth. If your feet are up off the mat, maybe easiest to keep the hands on the low back. This is great for the thyroid and parathyroid. Gaze towards your belly button. Slow down the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands to the earth. Bend the knees into the chest in slow motion. Come all the way down to the earth. You can keep the knees bent or legs extended. We'll bring the feet together, heels together, arms at your side, perhaps all the way underneath the buttocks in preparation for Matsyendrasana, fish pose. Heels together, point the toes, lift the chest up, drop the back of the head to the earth. Keep lifting the chest, pointing the toes to add your fish gills, lower set of teeth passing the upper set of teeth. Slowly release. Release the arms. You can turn the head and neck from side to side and back to center, releasing any stress or tension from the inversions. We'll continue along that path in Bhujangasana, Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Another form of the back bends. Heels come to the buttocks, palms to the sides. Inhale, lift the belly. Keep lifting the ribs, keep lifting the chest. Chin comes in the direction of the chest. Keep the knees from splaying out too far side to side. If it's comfortable for you, once again, like we did in plow, interlace the arms underneath you. Lift the chest and shoulders, gazing towards the belly button. If you'd like to stay here, please do so. If you'd like to go to the next stage of the back bends, we'll do Chakrasana. This is the full wheel position. Release the arms. Hands come in line with shoulders. Elbows are in. You can start to the top of your head. Keep the elbows in. Take a deep inhale. Press the palms. Lift the belly. Lift the heels. Keep lifting. We'll count for 5. To your degree. Elbows in. Knees in. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come on down. Lay the spine flat. Release the legs. Ankles to the sides. Palms to face up. Take a nice deep breath in. A real slow, relaxed, exhaling breath. You can feel the beating of our hearts once again. Long, slow breath in. Long, slow breath out. Slowing down mindfully the beat of our heart with our breath. Bring the arms all the way up overhead. You're going to point the right toes, point the right arm, reach. Point the left toes and left arm, reach. Point both toes, both arms. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, let's come all the way up like a sit-up, yoga sit-up. And we'll do some forward folds. Feet are together. Toes are pointing towards the sky. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands to feet maybe, hands to knees or shins. Wherever you find yourself, keep lifting the belly, extending the chest, gazing out towards the front. Toes eventually at the weight of the head and neck to fall towards your shins. Key to the breath in our key to the pose. Gave it away. It's a breath. Slow down the breath. And let's inhale, come all the way out. Feet come hip distance apart. Right hand comes all the way back behind us in preparation for a spinal twist. Pass that right hand beyond the line of symmetry. Start to twist. Head and neck turn towards right side wall, eventually towards the back corner of your mat. Left hand onto the right thigh. Breathing into the twist, please. And slowly return to center. We'll do same thing on the other side. Inhale on the exhaling breath. Left hand passes the line of symmetry in the back. Slowly coming down to the elbow, perhaps. Head and neck turning towards back left corner of the mat. Right hand to the left thigh. Keep the toes up. Stay active, engaged in the toes. For 3, 2, 1. And let's slowly inhale. Come all the way back out. Wringing the spine out. Let's hold the spine in place. We'll do Navasana. This is boat pose. Sink the buttocks down. Extend the legs, keep the arms in front. You can keep the knees bent or go ahead and straighten them. Gazing at the big toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Skull shining breath, forceful exhales. Slowly release. Spin around 180 degrees for everyone's favorite relaxation posture, most important part of practice right now. So if you've been with us this long, make sure to hang on. This is Shavasana. Lay the spine down. Close the eyes, remove the hair bun. Grab a little pillow or cover if you need. Do an active relaxation in preparation for our final rest. Let's point the right toes, lift the right leg just an inch or two, squeeze the right leg, and flop the right leg. Same thing on the left. Point the left toes, lift the left leg, squeeze, flop the left leg. Squeezing now the buttocks, like you're gonna lift the tail but keep the belly button down, down, down to the earth, and then slowly relax the hips, relax the genitals, relax the whole midsection. Take a deep inhale, fill the chest, fill it up, deep, deep, deep breath. Exhale, open the mouth. All the breath out. Fist with the right hand, squeeze the right arm, lift and flop. Fist with the left arm, squeeze and lift, flop the left arm. And gently, now chin comes in the direction of the chest, lengthening the back of the spine, skulls on the ground, chin to chest, and relax the head and neck. You can turn the head and neck from side to side. Return to center. Opening the mouth wide, wide, wide. Stick the tongue out. Simhasana, lion. Return the mouth. Now squeezing all the muscles in the face, the temples, the eyelids, the hairline, the eyebrow. Squeeze and completely soften now. Relax. Smooth face, still body. Resolving to remain motionless for the remainder of this posture. Noticing the breath at our nostrils. Without changing a thing, become a witness to your breath at your nostrils. All your attention to the breath. Shift our awareness now to the navel region, watching the gentle rise and fall of the belly with each passing breath. Again, remain the witness. Try not to change the breath. Let's observe together the belly's rise and fall, watching the belly rise at 10, belly falls at 10. Belly rise at 9, belly falls at 9. Stay with the count, your breath, your count, all the way down to 1. Watch your breath. Come to 1, you can release the count, release the breath. Release your attention now. Drifting freely, noticing perhaps vibrations, emanations, sensations. If any thoughts come, you can let them pass like a cloud on a clear blue sky. Work to remain in state of observation. Be the witness. Allow yourself to relax even more right now. Completely let go. bring our attention back to the movement of breath in our bellies. Mindfully deepening gradually each inhalation, each exhalation. Bring some breath to your belly. Allow the breath to animate your physical presence once again. Deepening breath. And bring movement back to your body as we transition. Fingers or toes, you can allow any natural stretch or reach like you're a cat or just waking up from a beautiful cat nap. Reaching or stretching or just remaining still. Let's allow that motion to guide us effortlessly to a side lying position. Taking a moment of pause, see if you can return to stillness. I'm grateful for the breath, grateful for the many gifts, fingers and the toes. So blessed with these bodies we are. Let's use the strength of our hands to press ourselves up comfortably to a natural seated position. Eyes coming closed with a long spine, much the same way as we began our practice, we will close. If you can observe the quality of your breath. Effortless flow, natural result of classical yoga practice. We come to the mat again and again to renew ourselves, to bring ourselves in contact with this more supreme reality. We deepen our trust and our connection to this inner awareness. And we resolve together now to bring this peace that we feel out with us into our lives. Yoga off the mat. Let's bring the hands together at heart level, gesturing forward in appreciation for one another's presence, this beautiful Saibro Ohana that we are building. We're so, so grateful. Closing customarily, namaste. Allowing eyes to come open. Thank you. Thank you, Ohana family. We're grateful for you. Thanks for practicing with us. We wish you the greatest Thanksgiving ever. Be peaceful. It's a practice. We'll all be tested in good ways today, I am sure. So let's allow this to bring us out into a beautiful day. We're grateful for sharing. We'll be back again next week. We're having fun with shorts. There's a great lineup of things happening on the channel. We really appreciate everyone's support. Subscribe it, share it, most importantly. Do it. Let's get on the mat and keep going. So aloha, namaste. Have a great day. We will see you soon. Take care. Aloha.